It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the cafe.
How do you like that?
Very nice. Where's my
That's
main
the
man?
music of JP, brought to you by our producer, Baxton Sumner. Nice job, Baxton.
Thank you.
Man with the walking stick, that's a walking pole to our curtains.
I can't find my walking stick.
I'll find it. I probably
It's
put
in
it
the dawn
someplace.
zone
It's
somewhere.
probably in the dawn zone. I think you took it home so no one would get hurt with it.
No. I took it. I put it away so that
But
they
you don't
wouldn't
remember where you
swing
put
it
it?
at one another. And I don't know where you put it somewhere.
I do not think so.
Right.
Baxton, you want to introduce JP?
Yeah, so I go to Publix just about once in a while at nighttime,
Of course you
and
do.
almost every single time I go to Publix at night, he's always there playing his guitar, and I see it sounding multiple times, and we started to talk just by simply seeing what he needed, water, etc. And I sent a video to you guys one night, and you guys really seem to like what he does, and here he is on the show, and I'm really, really excited about that.
All right, what Publix do you go to?
I'm not so sure. I think you would probably know better.
Baxton, you don't know where you go to Publix? Really?
Boca Village Square.
Boca Village Square. There we go.
Boca
Well, that's
Village
JP.
Square.
It took
Tell
me
us
2
where he
years to
goes.
find the name of the place.
Well, JP, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Don. Pleasure to be here.
And where's Boca Village Square? Is that the one over on?
Boca.
Boca. Thank you, Baxton.
Thank you, Baxton.
It's off North Florida Trail, so if you're in Glades and you hang a right
Oh, okay.
on St. Andrews, it's right. There's a
There used to be a Greenwise.
Yeah, that's what well, not everyone, but a lot of people say. There's 3 restaurants there. There's Maya Indian, there's Moon Thai, and then Sicilian Oven, and then there's the
That's exactly
Publix.
where
It's
you
so
are.
good.
So,
And JP, how long have you been playing? Because you don't look like a rookie.
cheers. I started in high school, but I started busking about 10 years ago, and that's when it all that's when I got serious about it. So,
And Publix let you play? They're nice about that?
yeah, they're really cool. I can't be on their property, but the older stores, the older architecture of the stores, they'll have other businesses, like there's an AT&T shop right next door, and then there's a vet, and so I can be there. But if I were right in front of the doors, they wouldn't allow it. The newer stores, the whole block is the store, and so I don't go to those. I guess technically I could be in the parking lot, but I think there's enough problems in the parking lot without creating more
Someone playing
obstacles.
guitar, someone's trying to back up their car, and they see a guy playing guitar behind them.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, they're really cool, and the restaurants are great. It's a really good spot.
And Baxton, what about JP's music inspired you to bring him to the cafe?
Just his dedication, because almost every single time I go there at nighttime, I almost always see you there, and it's inspiring because you are doing your craft, and you are doing this, I assume, because you really do love this. You love music, and you're spreading art.
Yes.
He
That's-
supports the craft, which is really, really cool. JP, have you played with anybody or in band-wise or anything in your history, in your 10 years?
Yeah. I've played. I was in 2 bands, one in San Diego and one in New Zealand, and I've played in a band in high school and a couple other little ventures, but yeah, just on and off with different people. I did a couple. There was a benefit show they had in Seattle, and make it short. All these Seattle bands, the members of the bands would form other makeshift bands to do this benefit show, and it was all covers. And so a friend of mine at the time, I got involved with that through him, and I did 2 shows, one in 2009, one in 2010. He only played 2 or 3 songs, but it was a lot of fun, and that's what I really wanted. That kind of started the busking thing, because when you're on stage, I'd never been on stage in front of a lot of people, and it felt like I was walking in a swimming pool. Like everything's just slow, and it takes I don't know if it's just the energy of the crowd or what, but, and I thought, wow, how do you get better doing that? And then when I was overseas, I did that right before I moved to New Zealand, and so I met a guy busking there, and I thought, hey, that's a good way to play in front of people because they're paying attention and they're not, and so then that started this, and that was 2013. So yeah, 10 years.
How long you been back in Florida?
I've been here, well, actually I'm from the West Coast, but I moved here the 24th of, I think I arrived the 24th of 2020. I flew out of Seattle the night they locked down the city. I was like, I got out in time.
And then you came to Florida, and we weren't locked down for very long, I guess.
No, I didn't know anything about Florida. I mean, I didn't know. I just had an opportunity to come here, and I thought, cool, I can play music because the writing was on the wall in Seattle that that wasn't going to fly, and so yeah, it just was fortuitous, I guess you'd say. But I've been here 3 years, a little over 3 years, and yeah.
Where else do you get to play?
Pardon?
Where else do you get to play?
I play, it's funny, I mostly play at public parking lots in Publix. I play it by, I think it's by the Polo Club. It's a military in Clintmore.
Uh-huh.
And then I play at one at the Reserve. That's where I'm close to. That was the first one. That's off Clintmore and 441. I've played other places, but like I said, I kind of like finding the ones that people appreciate it. And I mean, I've got moved on a few times by security, and it's just stressful if like, you have to go to a new spot, and they have trespassing signs up, and that can be interpreted so many different ways. You could just be standing there and you're trespassing. So, I also play at a friend's pizza place. I did, and I've played for restaurants, on and off, paid gigs and things. So I do parties, but mainly my thing is what Baxton nailed it. It's just I do this because I love it, but I also do it to inspire people. That wasn't an intention at first, but that's I get a lot of people playing guitars. I probably helped a few youngsters. I sound old, but like 3-year-olds come up and they're just mesmerized by the guitar, and so it's kind of cool.
That's why I know JP. Clipmore and military at the Publix there.
Oh, okay.
I've heard him play there a few times. Now that parking lot has gotten full because they just redid the place. And everybody goes to that Publix. It's kind of cool. You don't do other places like Walmart or...
No, I like, for me it's like the vibe, and nothing is Walmart or other places, but...
2J's? TJ's? What is it?
2J's.
Not 2J's.
I don't know. If Publix is working, then you know what? It's a win-win.
Yeah, well, when I just went to the one at first where I was across from where I'm staying, and I thought, well, okay, I needed to expand, so I thought, well, I'll just duplicate what's working, and so I found the other ones. I actually went on Google Maps and I just checked out, the photos of street views and kind of get an idea where I could play, and it's funny because half of the stores have been remodeled, so I got there, it was a different layout. But yeah, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that the places, like the one where I'm at Baxton, that's like the perfect storm because there's three restaurants, and the people dine out when the weather's nice, and so they can hear me, and I'm creating like ambience or a vibe. But I'm not playing so loud. I'm not so close to them in proximity that they can't talk or converse and stuff. And so they come over, and it's unexpected, right? They're like, "Wow, thanks for the music," and then I get the people going in and out of the stores, and so that's And there's the one up by Polo Club. Up off Military and Clintmore, they revamped that whole parking lot, and it has such a nice vibe. I haven't been in a Walmart parking lot since I was in Hawaii, and I went there not to play, not to the Walmart parking lot. And it just doesn't feel right. People say, "Oh, you should go down to Aldi's." Or you should,
it's a different vibe. I love it. People are writing in. They love your music. Frank's loving your balloons. So
cool.
Have to mention that I'm not going to say the names. I mess it up all the time. The balloons that are on your set are brought to you by Carolina Ayala. From where, Freddie? Don't make me say it. Nope.
What
I'm
is
gonna
it?
let Carolina say it because he makes fun of me all the time.
What is it? Todo bello.
Thank you very much.
Que sí, balloon.
Just say no.
JP, do you ever play in Atlantic Avenue?
I've played there once, about 2 months ago.
Where did you play at?
I don't know.
I'm going to send you down to Luna Rosa.
It was like around second or fifth. There was
No,
a
I'm gonna
rest. There
send
was a
you over by
grassy,
the-
grassy area.
Oh, Old School Square
No, I'm going to send you to the other side. Luna Rosa, we know somebody who has a restaurant down there
on the beach.
on the beach. And you will be perfect down there.
Oh, cool.
And just tell her that Freddie sent you, and maybe she'll give you a corner. Luna Rosa gets packed. It's right next to Boston's,
Okay.
if you know where that is.
Well, I went up there in 2020, not long after I got here, and it was during COVID. But I went up there because it was, oh, you should go up. You got go to Atlantic Avenue. And so I went up there, and I didn't get a good vibe from that to play. It was during the day, so I just went to ask police
All right, so
officers.
let me ask you a question. How important is the vibe for you?
Well, to me, so what I meant by that was like, I just feel like I'm not going to be, this is not going to work here. And so I just went and
Okay.
spoke with an officer, and I'm like, hey, I'm busk. Can I do that here? He's like, well, no amplified music. You can't put a hat out. You can't play in front of a business. You can accept money, but you can't, solicit. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I said, where could I play? I said, I wasn't being cheeky. I just want to say, where could I play? And he's like, well, you could play in the park in an acoustic. And I asked about the beach, and he's like, oh, I haven't worked the beach in years. You could try that. So I went up there to go to a drum circle if someone recommended. And I ran into a guy in the parking lot, in the parking garage. And he was unloading music equipment. He's the only other one person there. It was like 8 o'clock or so. And I said, hey, man, I asked him a question about the parking, and I said, hey, he was unloading a keyboard. And I said, are you a musician? He goes, oh, yeah, we busk. I'm like, really? How do you, And he goes, well, we just play until, we get moved on or whatever. And so I asked if I could go along to where they were setting up. And so I don't know the spot, but it was by restaurants. It was on, I think, 2nd maybe. We walked, or maybe 5th.
Very cool. Do me a favor. Can you take us out to commercial break?
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Sure.
that. Some more music by JP. He's going to take us out to commercial break. When we come back, let's talk to our good friend Carolina and see who she's
Con
got.
todo bellos.
Exactly. More to come.
have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Do you own a timeshare? At first, maybe it seemed like a great investment, but then you realized a lot of the promises made to you were simply not true. A little later, you started receiving the monthly maintenance fees and additional associated bills they failed to mention when you signed the agreement. And now their fees keep rising. Your times to actually use the timeshare keep shrinking, and the resort has no interest in letting you out of the agreement. Your vacation dream has turned into a timeshare nightmare. An overwhelming, never-ending financial obligation that will fall on your children after you're gone. And it seems as if there is no way out. Well, here's some great news. There is a way out. The Timeshare Exit Hotline has helped hundreds of people just like you. Desperate people who thought they were stuck in this burden forever. Although most professionals in the timeshare industry are legitimate, there are those that use aggressive, sometimes even misleading sales tactics to try and trick innocent people into signing their lives away. We've heard many stories of people who have been lied to and others who were kept in a room for over 10 hours, not provided water or anything to eat, pressured until they were exhausted. These people finally signed a contract just to get out of there. If you're one of the unfortunate people who have been roped into a timeshare nightmare and feel there is no way out, call the number on your screen right now. When we take your case, it means we are highly confident that we can win. We'll provide you with an affordable, one-time fixed fee and our 100% client satisfaction guarantee. Now you don't have to face arrogant, aggressive salespeople alone. We're experts in consumer protection, real estate, and contract law. Even if they bullied you into an agreement, rest assured they're not going to bully us. So don't wait. Call us right now. Even if you've tried another company that failed you, call us. Our track record of successful negotiations speaks for itself. The call is free, the information is free, and there is absolutely no obligation. A single phone call could free you of this burden. So don't wait. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline right now. Has your heater or air conditioner busted? Appliance broken? Computer crashed? Then you need an ARW home warranty. Home system and appliance repairs and replacements can cause stress and cost you thousands of dollars per year. With an A+ BBB rating and a top-rated home warranty company on Consumer Affairs and Trustpilot, ARW Home provides superior service, featuring the industry's lowest service call fee. ARW Home has warranty plans that cover your kitchen and laundry appliances, heating and air conditioning systems, electrical and plumbing systems, and much more. Call 800-235-1584 to customize your plan. Plus, ARW has partnered with Azurian to protect your new and used tablets, laptops, TVs, and other home tech from accidental damage and wear and tear. All plans come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 800-235-1584 now for a free quote. That's 800-235-1584.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer, and we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case, and they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-796-1182. 800-796-1182. 800-796-1182. That's 800-796-1182.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-485-8801. 800-485-8801. That's 800-485-8801.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422. For no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Frank wants us to go with JP and get a ZZ Top.
I got to see. Did you guys open the box today? Can we see one?
Sure. What is it?
Bring one out and we'll
it's a
find out.
surprise.
What is it?
It's a surprise. JP, that was great. Everyone's listening. Frank's like, yeah, head on out on the road.
We're gonna go to.
Hey,
we're gonna
Brew
go to
Crew should join JP at Publix and get a ZZ Top vibe going.
And I said to Frank, I'm gonna get a Frank ZZ.
Frank
ZZ?
ZZ Top?
Yeah, Frank ZZ. Frank ZZ.
How often do you play, JP, that people can find you?
Lately it's been 6 nights a week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hustle. I don't mean that is but it's interesting you mentioned.
Mike. I'm sorry.
It's okay. 6 nights a week. Okay, we're going to get you a mic.
And 6 nights a week, and so
Medium.
yeah, But it's interesting you said something about the road because I had this idea, and I've already put it out there, so it's going to show up. I'm not sure how yet, but this summer I want to take a road trip. I want to bus across the U.S.
Great idea.
Yeah.
No, you're not going.
Pardon?
You're not going anywhere. He thinks he's leaving here to go with you on a tour.
Hey, man. More the merrier.
You going to play the bass for him? Well, while you were busy playing, we got our new merch in the studio.
Ooh.
Here's the front, but wait, the piece de resistance is our affiliation with True Oldies. How you like that?
I like it. I like it a lot.
So available right here at the studio. Our crew will be wearing this around town. Maybe you'll see them over at Publix, JP, wearing the Brooklyn Cafe Show merch. Frank, we got to get you one as well. And Chris. They're very nice. You like them?
I like them.
Nice job. All right, JP, hang tight with us. We're going to work the room, as they say.
Cool.
All right, well, Carolina is back in action. She's doing her thing on Mindset for Success, but that's not what it was today. What was today's show?
The same in Spanish.
Yeah, I'm going to let you say that.
Para el éxito.
Exactly.
And do you feel that you've accomplished your mission?
Yes, totally.
You know, the one thing that I've learned about Carolina is that she doesn't get involved in something unless she's all in.
All in.
Like her balloons that she puts out at her displays, they have to be perfect. They can't be one bad balloon. So she takes the whole thing out of here.
Well, it represents you, right?
Totally.
And you match your balloons today.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. She looks like she could fit right in there. And this balloon is about one of the Spanish shows that we are going to be airing next month, which is Luz Cámara
Luces,
y Mari.
cámara, acción.
Is that why you did it, or did you do it because it's in the studio?
No, I just did it because it's a studio. I didn't know.
And we have a show named exactly from Chile.
Very nice.
We're going to be opening up our show next month from Santiago, and it fits right in.
Great
it's kind
photo
of really
op.
cool.
Tell us about your show today. Who did you interview?
Today I have a special guest. His name is Alain Espinar. He's an expert in finances. He helps people to plan for the future and become successful and financially free.
Now, do you both work together? But you did not interview both of them.
No.
correct?
Grab the
All
microphone.
right, just grab the mic, guys.
Today I interview Alain, and soon we will interview Carolina. Hello.
Well, welcome. How did you enjoy being interviewed?
It was awesome. Yeah, thank you for the invitation, and yeah, I really enjoy it, and always being available to transfer my knowledge to other people that I can help with.
Now I gotta ask, the interview was done in Spanish. So
Yes.
do you work with the Latino community or do you work with all communities?
Mostly Latino community. That's actually our mission since we're Cubans, and I've been here today. It's actually, I'm turning 7 years in the country. So we're focused on helping the Latino community, especially in finances, because there is a lack of financial education in this country, especially for Latin communities. And we're focusing on them. We help everyone we can, but mostly Latinos.
That is different.
Do you find it's different in the Latin community? Is it a lack of education, or it's a lack of education in Spanish?
There is a lack of education in Spanish, and there is a lack of financial education in the Latin community. And it's also about the culture, because there's so many people coming from all over the American countries, and it's actually difficult for them to understand how money works in this country, and that's what.
I was going to
we're
ask you, coming from Cuba, totally different financial structure than here in the U.S.
Yeah, there's no finances there.
But you've only been here for 7 years. How did you get so invested in the financial market in only 7 years?
Well, yeah, that was actually what I was telling Carolina today at the show, but thank you for asking. So when I came here, I actually studied in Cuba something different. It was computer engineering. But then I got involved with real estate somehow, because I started to see how the corporate world works here, and it's actually difficult for most people. And society had us believe that you need a university, a title, and you need to go get a job, but that worked 50, 60 years ago. That doesn't work very well today. So I got the real estate license. I started doing some real estate business. But then I find out that there were many Latin people that they were trying to buy a home, but they were going through rough financial situations, and they weren't able to buy their homes, and I didn't have the tools to help them. I didn't know what to do. And that's when in 2020, during the pandemic, I started studying opportunities, and I found this very good opportunity to get the tools to actually help the families. And I've been doing it on myself, of course, but then I said I have to bring this to all the people out there, and that's how I got involved in this.
This is a very powerful message.
Because he crosses cultures as
Well,
well.
it's not only that, there's a trust factor here. There's a male-female team, which is really important in the Latino community, and she's nodding her head because Latinos look at money in this country different than anybody. Bank of America is like God because it has the word bank and America, but it's an institution, and everybody runs to the bank and throws their money in there, and because they think that it's safe there and the money doesn't work for you. It doesn't do anything for you. It's just sitting there. What I love about what he does is that he educated himself. He's from Cuba. He came here, and the trust factor is tremendous. You got to be able to trust people that you hand your money over to, correct? Yes. Amazing. I mean, this is
and to
so
understand,
amazing.
because you understand what the Latin market is looking for. You understand the male mindset. You understand the female mindset. So therein lies the blending of this perfect marriage for business and how that works. Because women and men are always different in finance. I think women and men in Latin cultures are even more different than American, right?
Right.
Then
Yes,
you've got the perfect blending there.
Yeah, that's totally right. So females, like you saying, and males, they don't think the same way about money. But what we're trying to do in this partnership what we have, and we actually married, like you said, we're trying to bring from different perspective how money works to families. It's the same tools and the same concepts anyway at the end of the day, but she teaches us different, and I teach it different, and we have a team, and we're trying to bring this all over the country.
Well, let me ask you, how do you teach it differently in the female perspective?
That's a good question.
Hi. Yeah, so for females, it's like, you know, when couples get here to the United States, they like, the man is the one that takes the control of the finances, and the one that gets to work more, and the women, if they are with children, they get to stay at home and take care of the children, and sometimes they don't provide the money or the financial education to the family, and the men is the one that are the ones that take all the decisions.
Okay, I'm so happy you said that.
Okay.
Because I don't get away with saying that.
Okay.
Because they get mad at me.
No, I totally believe that.
But among the Latino community, that's the mentality. That's called the machismo theory, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, I'm going to ask you, has that changed? Because when my mother and father came over, that was the mentality.
Yeah.
Right? My mother had the same mentality. Has it changed with what happened right now after COVID?
It's changing. Yeah, it's changing.
Because women have more of a say?
Yeah, but I think that a lot of women, and there is many opportunities out there for women to be empowered to provide for their family. You know, since the comfort of home, through social media, there are a lot of tools out there, so the women can learn how the money works, like Alain said, get involved with this type of opportunities, so you don't have to go to school, to university to get a title. You get to work from home. You can be the mother, the one that takes care of the home too, of your husband, your family, and be the one that provides too.
So who runs the finance in that home?
Who runs it?
In their home?
In their home.
Oh, we make all the decisions together.
Together?
Yeah.
And that's the change.
But what if you find a family and it's still the machismo mentality? And you've got the wife and the husband's like, no, 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 this is my decision. But you know the wife has something to say. How do you open her up? How do you smooth the waters with the men?
She calls him and says, come and talk to the maniac.
Yeah, because he's the one that if I the one who says to the husband is different, but the one he talks with them is.
So you meet couples together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. We usually run the financial business analysis, not business analysis, the financial analysis with the couple. And actually the reason we do that is because if there is, when I meet with people, I don't know who's making the decisions or if they're making it together. So I gotta find out. So that's why I always meet with them together, with the couple together. And in a matter of 30 seconds, when I start talking and they start talking back to me, I know who's making the decisions there. Or if they actually talk to each other and they make the decision. But usually, to answer that question, it's more than only educating people about finances, because then I gotta get in their mindsets and getting their mind about how money works, and if your marriage is something more than finances, is also spiritual. If you're married, you're supposed to be doing everything together, and that is the way that it should work, so you can actually grow. Because usually, like you said, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, there's still families like that. They're making decisions separate, and that only slows the process, because you both want to buy a house, you both want to build a business, you both want to do things, but if you're not making the decisions and you have your own credit cards, you have your own accounts, you have your own expenses, it's harder to keep up because you don't know what she wants, you don't know what I want. So in that case, I have to talk to them and explain why it's important in a marriage to have the finances together.
And what type of financial resources are you working with? Is it insurance, stocks, bonds, mutual funds?
Yeah, so we offer insurance, life insurance, auto and home insurance. We offer also mortgages. We offer debt solutions. We are helping a lot of people getting rid of debt faster.
Credit
right
repair?
Now, the average time is 7 to 10 years ahead of time with the plans that we work for them, and also investments. We mostly work with mutual funds for people.
So you do
retirement,
it all.
Retirement, Roth IRAs, traditional IRAs. Yeah.
So you do financial planning?
Yes.
That's
But
really
I
what
think
it
the
comes down.
credit repair is a huge importance.
We don't do especially credit repair like they call it out there, because credit repair is different.
But what's the difference between that and the debt?
Credit repair is when you already have collections, or you have something bad on the credit that you need to get rid of, and that's a different process because you're disputing the debt and that kind of stuff. What we do is we avoid people getting to collections. We plan for the people, if they already have a mortgage, to get rid of the mortgage ahead of time, the cars they're financing. We use a system that is called debt stocking for the credit cards too, or snowball, like Dave Ramsey-Colley, for example. He's one of the experts in the country about finances. That's the kind of plan we use for them.
That's funny. We used to call that creative financing back in the day, which helps you, people with 30-year mortgages, because when the mortgage rate drops so low, you should have run out and turned your 30-year into 15 years automatically. And he knows what I'm talking about, because you save tons of money. The first 15 years on the 30 years, all interest. But when you bring it down to 15 years, in the short run, you save a ton of money, and you can put away monies that you never thought possible. And then this whole how you move monies around and things of that nature. It's funny. I was taught finances by the Jewish community. I always had Jewish partners, and they were brilliant. Harvey Peckman, those guys. These guys moved money around and understood what a dollar meant and everything else. These guys were brilliant. And my dad was a self-made guy. My father left a $1 million business when he retired. And it was my mother who told him, all right, you go to work, I'll make sure everything works. You go do your thing. And my father used to tell my mother, we have a bank account. Because he didn't even know where the bank was. He didn't care because he trusts her.
All right, here's what Frank writes. Women are multipliers. They multiply what you give them. You give them, really? Sperm. They multiply it and give you children. Frank, if you give them a house again, they multiply it and give you a home. If you give them food, they give you a meal. If you give them frustration, well,
And give you a habit.
if you want to give what you like, you must also adjust to what you give them to multiply. True that.
But Frank is a writer.
He has a way with words.
And his wife is the editor.
Yes.
So Frank is waiting for his wife to finish editing books. She has like maybe 2 years of books to edit. And you can't rush the process because she'll tell you, when I'm done, I'll let you know.
Say hi to Steve-O.
Yeah, Steve-O. Oh, from the bank. That's Steve-O? Steve-O's at the bank.
Steve-O, DJ Steve-O.
Yeah, he's at the bank, working at the bank.
Really?
He knows a little bit of something about finances as well.
Say hi to Cece.
Cece out in
Triple C?
in Cece, I know I owe you to play your song. I have it queued up. We've just been a little bit busy, and Facebook has been giving us a hard time.
Because they owe, what, $1.4 billion?
$1.3 billion that they owe, and ever since they owe this money, they put me in jail, so I don't want to put it out, but I will put it out, buddy.
Is it your company?
No, we're associated with a broker right now.
Okay.
But it's going to be yours. You're getting for your
Yeah,
broker's license.
we're getting our own franchise soon.
Which is kind of cool because, and then the game changes because then he writes the rules. He has to pay attention to the rules given to him. I'm surprised you're even on the air. We'll talk about that off the air. But once that changes and they're doing their own thing, the object of the game is to get every Latino. You know, I was told by a union boss who is Spanish. He says, let's tell every Latino to take the money out of the bank for 24 hours. Every Latino in America, 24 hours. You know what would happen? Collapse the system. You collapse the system. So whoever runs that show runs the deal. It's an amazing concept, scary as what you saw happen in San Francisco. It's, you know, money is tricky because when you sort of play with that, different things happen, like what's happening with the debt and all that, June 1st. Everybody's positioning. But at the end of the day, they don't have the power. Us have the power. I think the Latinos are number 2 minorities in the country now, right? Or number 1?
Yeah, and it's growing, actually, in the company that I am, you know, the broker that I associated with, to put it just as an example, at the beginning it was all Americans. Right now, there's more than 50% Latinos right now, and it's funny because they brought up a board with the last names.
Can you get closer to the mic?
They brought up a board with the last names at the beginning, like 46 years ago, and it was all Jones and Smith and that, you know, those last names. And now you got a lot of Perez, Rodriguez, Gonzalez, and
It's
it's
changed.
the same happening in the country. Yeah.
I got to tell you, DeSantis is running for president. And DeSantis is extreme right wing. So extreme that the NAACP has voted Florida to be anti-black. Okay, and that is powerful. That's a powerful message because he feels comfortable with the Hispanic vote. Do you know what kind of message that is? If we can get Latinos more educated with finance, if we can get them to understand just how important they are, and then you get into the political arena as well, you're talking about some big stuff coming down in the next 2 years. It's one of the reasons that when I met Carolina, she spoke so elegantly and she does things in the proper way, because I knew she was going to bring in exactly what's in front of you today. This is amazing. This is an amazing beginning. Ladies, only been done, what is this, your second show? Your third show?
Second in Spanish, 3 in total.
All right, we got to go to commercial, but before we go, I have to ask you, do men really run the finances in the Latino community, even if they think they do, or do the women, like your mother?
You know what, you get off of that already.
Oh, no. Say, you know what, honey, I think we should do it this way. What do you think? So you really have the say, even if they think they do. Look at her face.
So for me, the most important thing is getting the knowledge, because a lot of time it's the men, the ones that has the knowledge. So they are like, no, I know this, I know how this works, I know this is the way. So the women are like, okay, so you run that, I don't have to take care about that, I don't have to worry about that, and I trust you. So that's good when the marriage is, balanced. They trust with each other, but a lot of time that doesn't work because the women don't even get the chance to get the information, to get the knowledge. So what we do is give information, give education, so they can have the same level of knowledge, so they can get the conversations, talk about finances. That's a big problem. A lot of times they don't even talk at all about finances. So it's just give them the tools so they can, talk about it and make better decisions in order to provide their family the right way.
Terrific. All right. Make the decisions
I
together.
want to ask Carolina's opinion when we come back from
On the other side. All right. Stay with us. We're going to take a commercial break. Give us a call. Let us know what you're thinking. 888-994-4995, Studio A. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Amp Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Melberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
The easiest way to sell your home is to call the number on your screen right now. We'll buy any home in any condition. And the more it's worth, the more you can get. Plus, no real estate fees or commissions means more money in your pocket. And no fix-up costs either. Sell any home in any condition, sometimes within days. Sell your home fast. Call right now for absolutely free information.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I get a big kick out watching G-Man dance.
Casey, can you turn on the light? G-Man cracks me up is all I can tell you.
He's funny.
He is
G-Man, you should have
hilarious.
danced out here so we could all watch you.
Oh, baby, I've got my pizza.
He looks just like Mod Squad, man. I'm gonna tell you. What a throwback to Mod Squad. I wanted to ask Carolina. Carolina, you heard when we did the interview, and JP, thank you very much. How do you react to the swing of things? Because women have to work. Women are working harder, twice as much as men now after COVID. Do you know that? More men got fired than anything else, and women have to sort of make up the difference, and the men are staying home taking care of kids. How do you feel about that?
I feel that as a woman, you can achieve anything that you want, and we are multitasking. That is different for men. Men are more single focus. For us, it's easy to run the house, have a business, have a hobby, do many, many things at the same time. So I think that is really good. It's a good opportunity.
Well, here goes the tricky question, because Carolina's not married. So when you date somebody, because I'm assuming you're going to get married sooner or later, she's still young, does it change your perspective towards the male, Latino, assuming you're going to marry a Latino male? Does it change the perspective that you want somebody who's more open-minded, or do you want old school thinking?
Oh, no, totally. I need somebody who is open-minded. I cannot deal with an old-mind, structure that I have to do whatever you say.
But I think it's a different generation.
Yeah.
And it's got to be a different generation in the Hispanic community also, because I know me in our generation, and I watch Aaron and Ashley. And while they're both working together, they've got 3 jobs and moving and the animals. They do this together. So my daughter-in-law's Cuban, my son is Jewish, and it's fully, it's a compromise, it's a conversation. And when she doesn't have the conversation with him, I said, you have to have the conversation with him. He can't tell you this is a good apartment. If you're doing laundry in a walk-up building, that's a no. Talk to him. Yes, 100%. It's a conversation.
She says, let him do what he thinks he's doing. And at the end of the day,
I'm calling your mother.
It's done her way.
She says that I'm calling you.
She's right, because she holds the cards and he plays the game. I get it.
But that's what I'm saying. They're a younger generation. They're probably their age, Aaron and Ashley, maybe a little younger, but close.
Well, everything has changed because with COVID, you got to bring in money, and money is tight. And if the woman this is tricky, because if you have kids, you got to sort of figure out how to make the kids bounce back and forth. What are you going to do with them? So now schools are open. Remember when school was closed and somebody had to stay home? It was tricky.
But then you go back into the multi-generational household.
True that. You bring in another person to watch them.
Or you bring in grandma, or right? You live together generationally.
And then when COVID was over, they were dying to get the kids out of the house and grandma out the house and everybody at the house, because there's too many people. And then the finances to be able to support that kind of environment is difficult. Interest rates going up. The fear of 7%. Man, 7% was a gift when I was growing up.
But this is something, we've always talked about trying to bring in financial education for women on the English side, which has been something that we have had a very hard time doing because everyone's got compliance issues. So it's very hard for us to even find a woman to come in and talk finances on an American English level, let alone the Latino level. So what you guys are doing crosses all boundaries, and you bring everything together. And I love the whole perspective, Carolina, that they're married and they're doing this, and you brought it forward on your show. It's a huge win. So many people.
Were you aware of just the impact alone of bringing these individuals?
No, not really. No.
Really?
No. But I know that they are doing an amazing job. I know that they are doing amazing things, and I know that that's what I want to show to people, that is possible.
It's above amazing,
yes.
Because it's the pillar of where the Latino community has to go. You know, when I first met Dawn 8 years ago, I asked her, I said, I would like to do a Latino-based show, any Latino-based show. And we've had a couple of dribbles and drabbles and ins and outs, and especially the guys, they don't last because they are one-dimensional, and they couldn't work and do multi-dimensional aspects of what I asked them to do. And along came Karen, and along came Carolina, and the whole thing changes. You got to look at, I've been doing this 19 years, and I've never had a Latino-based show survive. Doesn't happen. And then today I'm gifted with a couple that I did your business for 17 years. I was very good at it. But in New York, I could not get Latinos to understand what it is that you guys are teaching.
I want to ask yours, are mortgages different now? Where are we in the mortgage industry?
What do you mean by that?
Right after COVID, the market exploded, right? Interest rates were really low, and now I don't even know what they're at right now. For Latino market, are people still wanting to rent? Are they looking to buy? Is it harder to get in?
Okay, so yeah, that's a really good question. Actually, after the pandemic hit, like you said, the interest rates went down to, I have one client, we locked a rate for 1.98%. That's free money almost.
That's free money.
And it's below inflation. You don't want to pay down that. You just want to invest in something else that's going to give you a better return. So, but the Fed started raising the interest rates to hold down the inflation. And that's been going on for about 2 years now. Right now, we are, in average, I cannot say a specific interest rate, but we're between 6 and 7%. And like he was saying, that was a gift 30 years ago. And right now, the problem that the market is facing is that it's still not enough inventory for people who are looking to get a home. It doesn't matter if you're going to buy or you're going to rent. There's not enough inventory on either side of the market. And the Fed wanted to hold inflation, but think about this. If you have a home and you lock that home at 2, 3, even before COVID hit, the interest rate were on 4.5, 5%, 4%. If you have that home for 10 years, and now you have an equity, let's say $200,000 for just to give an example, and you want to improve your home, you want to sell to buy a better home, but you find out that the interest rates are higher now. So do you really want to sell to get in a higher mortgage payment, or do you want to hold your home until the situation gets better, or maybe the prices go down a little bit? And so there's not enough inventory, especially the inventory that we're finding is for older people who are 55 years or older. They sell their houses, they get the equity, and then they buy cash an apartment. So
you just hit the right, you hit the secret pill. 55 plus communities are booming.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because they held on, and it isn't true that that you can't make deals. You can make deals, and then if you have to rent or hold on to find the next deal, but you're going to be so ahead of the game that it's amazing. What I like is that you're able to explain it in such a clear, defined way, so that people that have homes, the Latino community loves to rent or used to love to rent. Can't do that anymore because your rent is like a mortgage, but then you have to qualify, right? So there is the trick. Latinos love their cars. We always buy a car we can't afford. I remember having that Escalade. What the hell was I doing with that thing? And I couldn't afford it, but I was Latino, gotta have it. We were big car people. They love their cars.
No, I just think it's a guy thing.
No, it's a Latino thing,
I just think it's a man thing is what I think.
My
Look
son
at Josh's
drives
car.
an Escalade.
Look at Josh.
That's a muscle car he drives.
He's not Latino.
But he ain't got no Escalade.
But he's got a nice car.
Well, he ain't got no Jaguar. Latinos love the caddies.
Mm-hmm.
They love, look, they agree with me. They love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
What is it, a status thing?
Yeah.
Yes?
When you used to ride a donkey in Puerto Rico and say, someday, God's going to gift me, I'm going to have a car.
We're going to have a Cadillac.
There you go, you got to get a Cadillac. Freddie drives an Escalade. I said to him, I saw him the other day, I says, why are you driving an Escalade? He says, I learned that from you, from me. I really never cared. People put me in
But not
cars.
Gio. Gio's got like a red SUV.
Yeah, but now he's thinking of getting a caddy.
Oh my, Gio?
Latinos love their cars. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Do you work anywhere in South Florida, or is there a certain market that you're more saturated in?
We are in all 50 states, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we are allowed to give services in all 50 states.
I don't want him to give away all the juice.
We got to give out their contact information.
But that's why I cut him off, because I don't want you telling everybody all your secrets. I want people to call in. I want people to sit down. I want people to get to know you. But I got to tell you right off the bat, 17 years I did this deal, And then I went into the mortgage banking business because I wanted to control the money. But this is one of the few couples that I got to tell you, they're right on point. Highly recommend it. Right on point. And you know what? Get your stuff together because, as he says, there is no inventory. Don't fall for the that you can't sell now and make a deal on the side, especially if you're 55 plus. It does exist. Be smart. Come and talk to them. And get your chickens in a row because this market is never going to exist for another 50 years again. And this is 61 years of telling you what I've been through.
How do we get in touch with you?
We are on Instagram. Alain Espinar, Caro Marrero, and I don't think our phone numbers. His is 786-830-1957. Mine is 407-534-2601.
We got to make it easier to find you. That's
Okay.
what we got to do. We got to make it easier to find you because you guys are in big demand.
Well, actually, if you just type on Google my name, I'm going to show up because I have a YouTube channel, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm all over the place. Just type my name and I'm going to show up.
Perfect.
And I have a Google My Business too with the address of the office and everything.
Perfect. All right, we're going to
That's good
take a
stuff.
commercial break. More to come, and we'll be right back.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call because the best prices are not online. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner. Call today and get the best price on your next flight, guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
Brand new shows, only on AMP2 TV. We have All-in-One Insurance, Latin Hustle con Karen, Meta Magazine Show, Pitch 2 Production, The Florida Love Show, The Sixth Borough, Meet the Experts, Reinvented Life, Lights in the Night, and The Hangout. Tune in so you don't miss these amazing new shows. Only on AMP2 TV.
Would you like to hear better for as little as 10 cents a day? Now you can with the all-new Audion hearing aids. The average hearing aid lasts about 3 years. Ours, at only $99 a pair, means you're paying as little as 10 cents a day to hear better. And to make things even better, we'll give you a 45-day money-back guarantee. Skip the doctor and get hearing aids delivered straight to your door. We've eliminated all the middlemen to offer you a factory direct price of only $99 a pair. Join over 300,000 people just like you who took advantage of our 45-day trial offer. Now you can hear better too for just 10 cents a day. Call now and order your $99 pair of Audion hearing aids with a 45-day money-back guarantee. Plus, get free 3 to 5 day shipping.
800-259-1328. 800-259-1328. 800-259-1328. That's 800-259-1328.
Todo Bello Balloons is a business that was born out of a passion for creating unique and beautiful balloon designs, including balloon bouquets, balloon arches, balloon columns, and more. We specialize in creating unique and beautiful balloon designs that bring your dreams into reality. We believe that balloons have the power to bring people together and create lasting memories, and we are honored to be part of that experience. Contact us and we will bring happiness to your celebrations with our balloons.
Don't call a plumber, don't call an electrician. Call right now and for as low as $1 a day. Many things that run your house are covered with thousands of technicians all over America. You can call us with a plumbing problem, an electrical problem, and we'll be in your home in no time at all with a solution to fix it. You don't need an expensive repair bill and you don't need to buy new expensive appliances. We'll show you how to fix it for about $1 a day.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hey guys, my name is Chelsea from the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We're here at the Boca Shop Center to explore some new restaurants and shops, so come with me. There are many fun places to go see at the Boca Center, including Peter's Place to get your hair done and Namaste Nail Sanctuary to complete your spa day. We also checked out Virtue Fine Art, where you can see many amazing original pieces created by artists across the world. We finished our day at Blueprint Cookie, where I got an amazing lemon and churro flavored cookie. Check out Boca Center, where you can find many local businesses in our South Florida area. Thank you for watching, and now back to Dawn and Freddie.
How'd you like that?
The Boca centerpiece?
Yeah.
I think they did a really nice job. We're going to send them back on the road.
Who was responsible for that?
That was Josh, Chelsea, and Nikki, I believe.
Nice stuff.
Very nice.
And if you have a business in the Boca region or in the Tri-County area, let us know that you want us to visit you, make our life a little bit easier. We'll go up there, we'll give you some bells and whistles, and put you two on the air.
Very nice. What else you got cooking? We got Baxter, he's going to do
He's
a
gonna
song
close
for
the
us
show.
and to do all that. And we have to thank Pizza Rica for providing the pizza
Get your
and
mozzarella.
chicken wings.
Get your mozzarella.
Anyone ever had mozzarella with ice cream on it? Mozzarella sticks?
Ice cream?
That seems
Yes,
to be what
ice
Freddie
cream.
wants to do.
Mozzarella with vanilla ice cream. If you ain't tried it, listen, do you have a milkshake with French fries? Right? You put the milkshake and the fries together. Es lo mismo, same difference.
No.
No, it's not the same?
It's like French fries don't have like, they just have like a soft.
How you like that, Josh?
They don't have like a hot gooey center that like the cheese bowl of the mozzarella mixed with the ice cream. I just think that.
Okay, you ever had it?
No, but
Then don't criticize it. You never had it.
This is your last day for a while. You're going away again.
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
I'm pretty much gonna be gone for the entire month of June. I'll be gone. I'll be here
Well, I
for
guess
like
we're going to have to find another chef for Cooking with Chaos.
Chef Josh, Chef Martin.
You know, Chef Martin
No, we're
already
gonna
has a
we're gonna
hangout.
go on hiatus for the season then until you guys come back.
Oh no. I got a different
Ooh.
idea.
What?
I got something else. I got something else.
I will-
It won't be
I
called-
could-
It won't be called
You have to
Cooking with
change the
Chaos.
name, 'cause
It'll be
that's
called
theirs.
something else. El
I
Cookie.
could. I could do cooking up chaos from like the ship. Oh God. Why is it?
Don't talk because you'll see your tonsils. Hey.
I could do cooking up chaos from like the ship as it rocks back and forth. I can try to.
Ooh, no.
We will figure it out. But thank you for playing.
All right, you're gonna
Cooking
wrap
up
this
chaos
with
on like cooking up chaos on sea or something like that.
Yeah, we could do a food segment wherever you go. So some chocolate covered ants or something, whatever it is. And you put a segment together. You send
I'm
it
in the
in.
Galapagos. I can find one of those lizards.
Yeah,
fried
find a
lizard.
and make a sandwich. You know what I mean?
I'm reading some of the information that they sent. Here is
That's JC's sheets.
Casey,
Yeah, KC.
a heartwarming story about Chris Nicky, who defied all odds. Nicky from Florida was born in 1999, was born with Down syndrome, had open heart surgery at only 5 months old. However, he didn't want his limitations to anchor him, so at the end of 2019, he made it a goal with his dad. He told my dad that I want to own my own business, to buy my own house and car, and to be a public speaker, to get married and start my own family. His dad also had an idea for his son to be the first person with Down syndrome to complete a triathlon, a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, and a 26.2-mile run. Nick made a plan for Chris to use only 1% method, which involves one more lap in the pool, bike, and on foot. When the triathlon came, Nicky finished in 10th place in the Special Olympics. Wow. Just shows you. Put your mind to it, you can do anything you want.
I would not even place in the top 100. Forget
How about
it.
that? Can you imagine doing a triathlon?
Why not pick something more difficult than the average?
It just shows you you can do anything you put your mind to.
True that.
Right?
True that.
All right, Baxter, you're going to take us out with a song? He's got to put his shoe back on and see what happens with that.
You just walk around shoeless. Shoeless Baxter Johnson.
Carolina, who do you have coming on Thursday?
Thursday we are gonna have Wes Saunders.
Oh, the football player.
Yeah, the football player. Yeah.
Actually looked up some tape on him.
Yeah.
He was a handful.
And what are
He
you
was
guys going to be
somebody.
talking about? The foundation?
We're gonna be talking about success. How success has changed in his life. Now he's also an entrepreneur. He has a West Juice, and he has all these charity events, and so we're gonna see.
It was an amazing interview that you did with
Media.
With media. I watched that and I listened to it, and definitely we're looking to turn all these into podcasts as well to make it convenient for younger ages to listen to. But that was also, I mean, you hitting them out of the ballpark back to back. That's a good feat. It's not easy to do.
And I think the underlying message for everything is success comes when you're in alignment with what you love to do. You can't always chase the money. I know different cultures, different things. We had this conversation. It's always about money first. But you have to love what you do. And if you're in alignment with what you do and you believe in what you do and your passion and mission, whatever it is for you, then the money will come, as it should for everyone individually. You gotta love what you do.
And the amazing thing is that Carolina is the one that picked to do English and Spanish. I only asked her to do the Spanish version, and she completely did a 360 on me. And she said, okay, and then I'll do the English version on Thursdays.
Which
correct?
is great.
Which is phenomenal, because now you have all coaches tuning in to words of wisdom on the language. There's no language barrier. It's just ideology and philosophy and moving forward in multiple cultures, which is never seen that before in all my years of doing this. I've never met anybody who's come to me and says, let's do it in English.
And I
or
feel like she does it effortlessly.
No,
she works hard, but it just flows right
not
for
part
her.
of the text lingo that she tells me, what about this, and what about this, and what about this, and what about this, and did I tell you what about this? So I said to her, you're 110% correct. So I sat with G-Man today, and that's a language challenge for him as well. He's learning the stake of the ground. And we made some changes, and we're getting better at it. And remember, we never had tape on Carolina. This is just recently in that room. Everything's a little bit different. Angles are different. Her hairstyle is different.
We've got a green screen. We can actually pop in on that.
Well, of course, you're going to throw that at me, but that would change the dimensions of everything we're doing as well, which is really, really nice. But what I love about what she does is, first of all, she does all her elements herself. Unusual. Second of all, she voices the elements herself. Unusual. And third, she brings in fantastic guests that bring content to the show, leaps and bounds in different directions. So I said to her, I want this show to get big because I want her to be out here. And I want there to be a studio audience. Because can you imagine if we had 20 people out here for her guests to meet? It changes the game.
Yeah.
Everything
Absolutely.
changes. Everything, including you, will have to change because people are coming.
Look, she's always smiling. It's what I love. And the balloon arrangement, you got to come check it out. I love the way it just lights up. The lights just pop right off of it.
That's just her being her.
beautiful.
It's funny. There are people that do things because they love doing them. And then there are people that do things because they do them. There's a new movie coming out. La Familia, I think it's called, The Family, with, what's his face? I can't remember his name. The mafia guy, he plays the mafia roles a lot. But he's doing a movie, and they asked him this morning about how do you become an actor? How is it that you can cry when you need to cry? And he says, if you try to be an actor, you will never make it. You just got to do what you got to do. You got to be yourself. And if you cry, you cry. If you think about your parents and they die, you cry, you cry. And he puts all this stuff, and he doesn't try. That's what she reminds me of.
Like I said, she makes it look effortless.
She just does what she does because that's who she is. And that's a whole lot different in this business. A whole lot different in this business.
Nice job, as always. I'm looking forward to Thursday's interview. I think we've got Baxton. Is he going to take us out on today's show? Baxton, where's Josh?
I'm coming.
He's coming. Because then Baxton's going to be away for, I don't know, his birthday, and then he's going to the
months.
Galapagos, and then he's coming back, and then he's getting a job. I don't know what he's doing. But
And then he's getting married, he's having puppies.
Nice job, Baxton, bringing in JP today. That was fantastic. We got Casey. Nice job on bringing all the content in. A whole lot of things going on.
We got some other pieces that are coming in. G-Man brought in a rapper yesterday. I don't think we've ever had a rapper
No, he was great.
on the show. Did we ever have it? No, never
And I
had one,
wanted
right?
to say congratulations to Revive because they were on the radio last night on True Oldies, and from what I understand, they
were driving
enjoyed
around
it. They
listening.
liked it, right?
Yes, they said, when is it going to go on? It says, it'll go on. And then poof,
There
it
was.
went on because, they have the time with the commercials. And he says, oh my God, we're really on the radio. Oh my God.
That was awesome. So
You
congratulations.
ever listen to yourself on the radio?
To myself? No.
You never listen to the show on the radio? You don't go out and drive around?
Usually when we're on the radio, we're here.
No, not at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, no. If I'm home, I'm home.
The answer is no, you don't do it. I'm going to call you when I'm in the car listening and say, okay, turn on the radio.
When I'm home, I'm home.
It's kind of cool.
All right, Baxton, you're going to take us out? Is he there?
I don't know. I can't see.
Just checking.
We can't see because of the lights.
All right. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the afternoon. Baxton's going to take us out, and we'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Again, you're gone off on a different path than mine, left behind, wondering if I should follow. You had to go, and of course it's always fine. I probably could catch up with you tomorrow. But is this what it feels like to be growing apart? When did I become the one who's always chasing your heart? Now I turn around and find I'm lost in the woods. North is south, right is left when you're gone. I'm the one who sees you home. Now I'm lost in the woods, and I don't know what path you're on. I'm lost in the woods. Up to now, the next step was a question of how. I never thought it was a question of whether. Who am I if I'm not your guy? Where am I if we're not together forever? Now I know you're my true north, 'cause I'm lost in the woods. Up is down, day is night when you're not there. Oh, you're my only landmark, so I'm not lost in the woods, wondering if you still care. But I'll wait for a sign that I'm your path, 'cause you are mine. Till then, I'm lost in the woods. I'm lost in the woods. Lost in the woods.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.